And attempting such an approach at an uncontrolled airfield, especially when the runway had not been visible minutes earlier, is considered highly risky. This remains a preliminary assessment for now. Investigations are ongoing, but early indicators reasonably suggest that pilot misjudgment could be the cause of that accident. Investigation into the air crash that led to the death of Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra Ajit Pawar is concerned. Sources saying that it was the pilot misjudgment that may have played a key role in the crash. According to initial assessments, the visibility at the time of landing was poor. The standard protocol would have required the aircraft to divert to Pune rather than attempt a second approach. Sources say that the pilot tried to realign the aircraft during the second attempt, but the speed, distance and improper positioning left very little margin for correction. An early indicator suggests that the aircraft was not properly aligned, and it was the realignment that made the landing hard and resulted in the crash later. Sources also say that the pilot may have been under pressure to land on time, a factor which is often associated with VIP flights as well as helicopter operations. And attempting such an approach in an uncontrolled airfield, especially when the runway was not visible minutes earlier, is considered risky. This is the preliminary assessment. Detailed investigations are still ongoing. My colleague Sabyasachi is joining us live from the newsroom. Sabyasachi, details emerging as to what really transpired yesterday as far as that aircraft is concerned. The Learjet, a pilot perhaps, was responsible for trying to attempt for a second time in a place at a time when the runway was not clearly visible, and that could have resulted in a hard landing and a subsequent accident.
Well, that's right. See, a lot of factors are now coming into play as the investigation is going on. Now, what we are learning from the DGCA sources is that based on the initial analysis as well as several factors like what was the weather condition, what was the alignment of the aircraft, what was the distance from the aircraft to the runway. Now the DGCA sources say that it could be because of pilot misjudgment. Now several factors have come into play. Now as per the DGCA sources, we are learning that during the first attempt that the pilot made to land. Now, during the first attempt, there was a communication between the tower control and the pilot, where the pilot says that he could not see the runway properly. Now, the major question here arises for the DGCA as well as the AAIB is that why didn't the pilot then decided to land in Pune. Now, if we particularly talk about the Baramati airstrip, now it is not technically equipped. There are several challenges. Now, this also has been acknowledged by the Civil Aviation Minister Ram Mohan Naidu, where he says that at the Baramati airstrip there was no proper ATC as well, and they do not have a proper IMD facility as well to tell the pilot about the current weather situation, whether there is dense fog or what is the speed of the wind. So under these circumstances, the pilot